At every NFL game, there's electricity in the air. But what happens if there's none in the stadium?
Gronkowski is overthrown, and now the lights go out. Okay.
MetLife Stadium and Old Candlestick Park had power cuts. And who could forget Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans?
Why's the clock stop?
For games played at night or indoors, no power means no football.
How the hell does this happen? This is just insane.
But how about a blackout outside during a day game? In 2008, a power outage at a Chargers-Bills game had league and team officials in Buffalo searching for answers and left fans watching on TV in the dark.
And we have a pause on the field.
As many of you are aware, we are experiencing some ongoing power issues in the San Diego at Buffalo contest.
All of a sudden, things just went pew.
The lights and the sound system all went dead, the clocks went dead, so you kind of knew immediately something was wrong.
And then our engineer comes sprinting into the room. He goes, I think we've got a major electrical problem.
The recession hit Buffalo first. Took off the pants light bill. Tell Ralph to use the black card. Loan it to me afterwards.
Jokes about Bills owner Ralph Wilson aside, the blackout posed a serious problem. But the solution was as plain as day.
I was on the phone with the league, and the decision was made to basically go back to old school football and play the game.
I went to talk to both coaches, told them exactly what we were going to do. We were keeping the game clock on the field. The back judge would keep the play clock.
Either team didn't have an advantage. We had a full house. We had the two teams here. We had to go back to our roots and play football.
Oh, I thought it was a good idea. I mean, I think you still go ahead. I mean, at that point in time, you know you can still play the game and still make things happen, and it's football.
So the Bills and the Chargers are scoreless. We're in the temporary power outage in the first quarter. I hate to say it, Mark, but you really can't play if the game's not on TV.
Actually, I thought it was kind of unique, just sitting there saying, okay, well, a number of things could happen. They can cancel the game. I can get an early flight home.
We gave the go-ahead to start the game, and all of a sudden, one of the TV officials comes running out onto the field. It's like, no, we can't play. The TV truck isn't on, and fans can't see the game. We talked it through, and again, the decision was made, no, we're going to push forward and we're going to play this game.
It's just bizarre. You can't, nobody's yelling, nobody's screaming, nobody's like getting anxious or anything because it's just an act of God. And you know what are you going to do?
What they were going to do was play football, but with one unique quality.
Well, it was just quiet. That was really a surreal atmosphere. There was no music being piped in, no headsets, no PA. We're just managing it the best we could.
Okay, you guys, make sure you're clear. Pass the people out so I can see him, so we can see Ted, okay? Because we don't have signal, okay? So we got to communicate best we can.
All right, now listen, guys. The headsets are out. Everything's out. So I'm getting the personnel. I'll give it to you when I get it from the sidelines and then the play, okay?
While just playing the game seemed easy enough, the lack of electricity made it difficult for Chargers quarterback Phillip Rivers.
There is no play clock. I'm not sure how they can continue the game without that either.
I had told both quarterbacks. I told them, I'll flash you 10. I said, you look at me, I'll flash you 5, and then I'll count you down. I said, I'm going to be a little lenient, but I ain't going to let you kill me. They didn't think I would call a delay with no clocks running, nobody could see, but I had gone my 10, I had gone my 5, and I had probably gone another 10, and I said, whoa. So I let it fly for delay a game, and he just goes berserk. There's no clock. How am I supposed to know? And so, you know, he was screaming and whining.
Rivers, unofficially, because again, we got all kinds of issues with the electricity here. We're just guessing, but I think he's 13 out of 16 now.
For all the problems of no power, the whole thing had a simple culprit.
Quite obvious what happened. There's a metallic balloon, cluster of balloons tangled up in the wires. Great. It should only take about 2-3 minutes to send a man up there in the bucket, goes up, clips the balloon, takes it down, puts the switch on, power surge, or for whatever reason, the switch blows up. And we realize we got a major problem here.
Balloons were a simple explanation for the blackout, but it led to something beautifully simple.
It was like old-time football. There's no scoreboard, there's no replay. It was shocking that there were a number of fans who said that they really enjoyed it.
It was really, really nice to work a football game the way we used to play. It was just simple kids playing in a park.
The Bills beat the Chargers that sunny Sunday, 23-14. But playing about 20 minutes of game time with no power, it was what this game didn't have that made it something likely never to be seen or heard again.
You know, maybe one day when we have those throwback games, maybe we'll do that. Let's have no technology. Do it like we used to, you know, live.